Well, hello, friends. How's everybody doing? So unexpected, right? Okay. I thought that today I would just hop on. I'm not sure if this is going to be like a 3 or 4 part video. We will try to get every single sign done. Although like I said, I'm not promising anything. If you have no idea who I am, hello, hello. My name is Meshi, and I'm an intuitive healer and a reader. I'm also a meditation teacher, and most of you in this realm kind of know me as on this channel. You would know me as someone who does a lot of readings and channel messages and all of that fun stuff. So I thought that today I would try to get as many of the signs done as possible. Again, no promises, but I will do my best. Okay, if you are just joining right now, I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. And I'm going to attempt to just move my microphone just a little bit, although I don't want to touch it because sometimes the connection kind of gets weird. All right, let's get started. Aries, you're up first. I'm not even going to chit chat or elongate this any longer than it needs to. So let's get started. Aries, you're up first. Let's see what you need to know. And if you're joining me live, say hello. Maybe drop an emoji. Let me know how your day is going, how your weekend was. And if you guys are wondering about the decks, I can show you what they are. At this point, I'm not going to be doing individual card pulls. I'm literally just going to be going through every single sign. Actually, I wonder if in the chat, so right now we're at 150 and we're starting with Aries. That will also help me as well in the replay so that you guys have a little bit of a timestamp. Okay, here's what's happening. Aries, your message is very simple. We have beauty, the spark. I am the spark of divinity. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows without question my own beauty, worthiness, and desirability. Let me remember constantly who I am. Love itself is a temporary human form. And then you have love again. And then oh my goodness, you guys. And then you have the lovers. Are you kidding right now? Okay, so I very much feel like your message really is to this week, see if you're able to embrace and really take in all of the things that not only light you up, but you find pleasurable and beautiful. I very much feel like you're connecting back into heart center, and sometimes the best way that you can actually do that is not only provide that love for yourself that you really wish others would give you, but also connect with your loved ones, connect with the people that are really there, being there for you, whether that's your friends or your family, and really connect with the people that really make you feel loved and heard and seen. I think that will be really important. But taking some time to really find the things that hold beauty, that you find beautiful, is going to help you kind of connect back to that expansive feeling of love. That's short end of the message, but really I think that the aura and the energy that most of you can embrace this week is going to be love, and this really love filled energy, which is really powerful actually if you think about it. Taurus, on to you. Okay, now we're at 351. I'm challenging myself to keep my readings short. I don't know why. It's a challenge for me, because if you know any of my readings, even my 3-card readings tend to be quite long. So challenge accepted. If you're wondering, the decks that I'm using, one is Divine Beloved, which is the first card. The second one is the Prism Oracle. Just see if I can find the box. So this is the second one. It's called Prism Oracle, and it really taps into the aura. And then the last one, it's called Good Karma Tarot. Super cute. Such a feel-good type of deck. And I'm all about that. I'm all about that life. Okay, Taurus, what do you need to know for the week? Your first card says Spirit. I am filled with light. Then we have Determination, and we have Three of Coins. I feel like you guys are going to be really tapping into, like, I feel like it's almost like you're going to be shifting gears. Like there's that shift that's happening in the way that you're approaching your week. And there's an invitation for you to kind of shift from really being in, like really looking inwards. I think that most of you have really done a lot of work where you're doing a lot of inner work, where most of the contemplation and everything and the healing has been inside. And right now I feel like it's almost like you're using the Aries energy this week to really get that kickstart, that momentum, kickstart that movement forward. And the way that you will probably do that, here with the Three of Coins, I kind of feel like this is all about the invitation to accept help and to work with others. So not so much, I don't feel that this is all about like the way that you're going to be able to manifest is by basically working alongside others and allowing others to provide you with the support that you need so that you guys can actually move forward. But use this energy, this really fiery momentum energy, to kind of push you forward. And I think that it's almost like you need that, and maybe you will get this by really allowing others' energy to kind of rub off on you, and knowing that whatever work you have done up to this point, that light is radiating outwards. So, which is wonderful, because it's like that's kind of what we want. Like the whole point was for you to not only work on the shadows and to tap into like what you want, but for you to have that momentum to push you forward, right? Like we want to kind of generate that energy for ourselves. Okay, Gemini, you are up first. You're not first. You are up next. Okay, we are at 7:13 and we're into Gemini. What do you need to know? Like apparently a whole deck of cards. That's what you need to know. Okay, what do you need to know for the week? What do my Geminis need to know for this week? And if you're just joining me live, I'm basically going through every single sign, and we're looking at really messages for the week and any channel messages that kind of come through. Right now, we're on Gemini. Ooh, this is interesting. I think after this, I'm going to be switching the first deck that I'm using. But here we have honoring, and I am kind and loving. I am in the one who honors emotions. Let me feel my feelings without judgment and then release them. Show me how to be kind and loving. Then we have, with the aura, we have white energy and ghost. And then we have the death card. I feel like you guys are going through this mass transformation, and the way that it's almost like the invitation right now here is to do that with the least amount of resistance, but also with the least amount of friction. So it's almost like the invitation for you to move forward and step into the next stage or the next phase in your journey, in your manifestation journey, and in your expansion journey. And it almost feels like what you're going to be stepping into is this idea of just almost being invisible. And to me, whenever this card comes through, it always feels like it's almost about receiving rather than like the output. It's more about just, can you be like, almost like be like the fly on the wall, you know? Because as you are, it's almost like that there's a chapter that's coming to an end and you're starting a new beginning. But I also kind of feel like for the most part, most of you are really done with the output. You're done with speaking your truth. You're done that chapter. You know what I mean? Right now it's all about like creating some space and then really receiving more than anything else. Be receptive to all the things that are kind of happening around you, the way that people are interacting with you, And most importantly, all of the things that you were really pushing outwards to other people really start like re-gear it back towards yourself. I feel like you're definitely going to need this more than anybody else for this week, especially if you're going through a major transformation. I feel like this will be really huge. This might be a huge week for you. I feel like a little bit of the Aries energy, again, I think it's going to help you. Keep in mind that we're still in Mercury retrograde, which means that communication might be off, or the way that you come across might be a little bit off, a little bit wonky, but just be gentle with yourself and really try to provide whatever you wish, that whatever you were putting out for other people, start regenerating back for yourself, because I think that that will be like the thing that will help you the most in moving forward. Okay, next up, we're at 10:51 and we are on to Cancer. I want to change the first deck as much as I like it, but you guys will hate me for this because I use this so often, but I love this deck so much. If you're not a James Van Praagh fan, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can every time I have his deck, it's so fantastic. Okay, Cancer, let's see what you guys need to know for this week. And if you're hearing noises, it's because my neighbor is mowing their lawn. They're really enjoying the fact that it's not too cold and it's not too warm outside. And quick little reminder while I'm shuffling here, tomorrow I'm actually going to be back live. I know, shocker. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Wednesday. Wednesday, we're doing guided meditation. So I'm going to do my best to actually set a reminder here. And then Thursday, we're doing life coaching. So if you want to jump on that, make sure that you comment on any of the videos that I have posted in the last couple of days so that I can see that you are interested, because I would love to do some coaching with you. Boom. Okay, Cancer. Let's see what you guys need to know. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Then we have green energy and movement. And then we have the Ace of Wands. It almost feels like when you're creating, I feel like a lot of you guys are like you're really like ready to take off. Like that's what it feels like. Okay, let's focus. I feel like you're getting a new spark of inspiration to take action in something, in whatever. I feel like this is actually, for some of you, this will definitely relate to almost like a second project or like a side hustle, but something that you've been really wanting for a long time. And I also feel like you definitely take pride in that, but there is almost like, it's not an egotistic pride, and pride gets a lot of flack actually, but the way that I'm kind of interpreting pride here is that it's something really close to your heart, something that you're really passionate about, you know what I mean? And whatever you're creating, whatever you're taking action on, whatever you're leaning into, it feels very real and very authentic to you guys. And if you don't feel inspired just yet, you likely will. My big advice here that's kind of coming through is do that through action. So it's almost like if you don't have that spark of inspiration just yet, then you're definitely invited to do that through movement. So movement will be like the channel. It's almost like that'll be like the thing that kind of transport. It's almost like a transporter. It will be the thing that will allow whatever inspiration, whatever insight, or whatever guidance that you were hoping to receive, it's going to come through doing the thing, whether that's taking one small action towards what you want to create, or it's going to be literally through movement, like move your body. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of stuck energy in you. So that kind of makes sense, because most of you, I just feel like right now we just really stepped out of like the winter energy, and as we're moving into spring and summer, it's almost like you need to do like a reset. So just really tune in with the body this week. Take a look at what is What is the thing that is stagnant around you? Is it your exercise program? Is it food? Like, bring it back into the 3D, and make it really visceral, because movement can mean taking action towards something, as in press publish, but movement can also mean that you literally need to move the physical vessel in order for you to get the insights that you're hoping for, or the answers, or the confirmation. This almost feels like confirmation more than anything else. So let me know if this resonates. But there's definitely a lot of passion behind it, which is beautiful. Leos, you're up next. What time are we at? 15. So proud of myself right now, like timing wise. We're like, okay, what do my Leos need to know for this week, please? Leos, what do you need to know? What do you need to know for this week, Leo? Let's see if it'll help you, Leo. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. You guys will love this. This is so beautiful. Okay, let's talk about this. So we have change, we have space, and we have strength. So pretty. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I feel like you guys are shifting too. But the way that you're shifting is through, not through movement. So it's a little bit different than Cancer. Leos, you guys are changing from where you were into where you're. It's almost like the energy where you're tapping into, like it almost like you're welcoming that new phase, welcoming like the new downloads, the new version of yourself. You're really embracing that new version of yourself, and that happens by creating space, which to me this is all about creating boundaries and knowing where your own strength lies. But your own strength and your own reaction to people, this is more like strength to me. It's not like the physical strength. Think strength as in the way that you handle and the way that you shapeshift and move within your week around different energies, and knowing that your energy is calibrated appropriately and it does not get swayed so easily and affected so deeply by other people's energies, especially ones that used to trigger you. So this is to me all about almost like remembering, like, where do you need to set your boundaries, and then where do you need to hold those boundaries, because perhaps the basis of your relationships will be shifting and changing, and kind of welcome that. And I think that you guys very much need that, very much. It's very necessary for you to create space so that you can kind of evolve. And like there's this sense of like need for spaciousness right now for a lot of you guys. And the reason for that is because as you're changing and evolving, you're growing and expanding. But for that, you almost need almost like a break from people that are really either invading your space, or they are really invading your inner space, where they kind of like to project or smear your energy. So the invitation here is to really hold sacred your own energies and your own vibration, and try to maintain that. And I feel like with the strength card, you're definitely in that energy, in that frequency where you can maintain that really well. But then also, as you're moving into this new version of yourself, really try to get to know it and see what that new version of you really feels like. Interesting. Virgos, you're up next. Water is absolutely necessary right now. And I'm trying to keep my voice down because certain people, talk about, are sleeping. so we don't want to be too loud and obnoxious. So if you're seeing me lean, that's because the microphone is right here. Okay, Virgos, what do you need to know? What is happening for you this week? Can't believe I haven't done like an all signs reading in like eons. You guys should really like let me know that that's like a thing. Okay. Okay, Virgos, what do you need to know? Just move this. Too many. Okay, so what's here right now, Virgos, is happiness. We have happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. And then we have yellow and determination. And then we have the Five of Swords upright. By the way, if you're just joining me live, hello, hello. We're doing all signs readings right now. Use the chat. That gives you sort of like a timestamp of where we are. Right now, we're on Virgo, and we're looking at the full week. Happiness. What does happiness really mean, right? I feel like you're getting confirmation. Like I feel like most of you are going to be getting like these signs, like almost like they're everywhere for you. Whether that's like you're finding feathers or you're finding, money just randomly, or things are just like aligning, like there's like a sense of synchronicity that's happening. And I also feel like most of you are actually walking away from a lot of drama. You're sort of saying, you know what, this is when I'm kind of, you drew the line and you're happy to move away from whatever was going on in the past because it's really not serving you. I also feel like there's this sense of clarity that came through for most of you where, or if it hasn't yet, it will. There's a sense of clarity that has taken place where you just know that whoever was in your vicinity and then the energy that they created, it was just not serving you. It was serving them, but it was not serving you. It was somehow, it was like a very one-sided relationship, and that could have been like a business partner, that could have been personal relationships, in whatever area that was causing you like a lot of friction. Right now I feel like you guys are going to be moving out of that, and you're going to be stepping into finding signs and validation that where you are is actually in alignment. Which is, I know it sounds vague, but the thing is that when you feel like it's in alignment, honestly, you will feel it energetically because your body will be giving you feedback. So try to pay attention to how does it feel within your body, right? Because it should feel expansive. It should also feel like a sigh of relief. Whenever we're walking away from the past, that really, and it's so hard because during, like, while you're in it, you might not feel this sense of like, oh, thank God for that. So you might not feel this. You might feel like, good God, like, where was I? Or maybe you will get to that point where you're looking back on whatever that was and you're like, how did I tolerate this much? Like, so anyway, virtually high five yourself for actually handling it. But then also, I'm so excited for you that you have like recognized that that's not serving you, and you're moving forward. And use a determination. Use the signs, and honestly, the signs will come through people. This message, like that you're watching right now live, this in and of itself might be the sign. So just so you know, because the universe generally speaks through people, sometimes through songs, and like there's a million and one ways that it can send you messages, but honestly, you know that it's for you when it resonates. So keep that in mind. Beautiful. We are on to, who are we on